Hello children, this is second video of chapter 10, food for animals and humans. Here, food for animals. We know nicely that animals cannot prepare food themselves as plants are preparing. So they are always depend on the plants and other small animals for food. That is why they are called consumers. Even we are also consumer because we are also dependent on the plants or other animals. And the animals like camel, cow, sheep and horse, they are eating only plants, so they are called herbivorous because they are eating herbs. So the animal who are eating herbs are called herbivorous or primary consumers. Next is some animals who are eating flesh of other animal. They are called carnivorous animals like lions, wolves, crocodile and sharks. They are having canine teeth. By that they can tear the flesh of other animals easily. All the carnivorous animals have canine teeth to tear flesh. Some animals are eating plants also and other animals flesh also. Means they are able to eat both flesh and plants. So these type of animals are called omnivorous, just like a bear and crow. So bear and crows are omnivorous animals. One more type of animals are there whose are called scavengers. What do you mean by scavengers now? Scavengers means the animals whose are eating flesh of dead animals, just like jackal, vulture and hyenas. In this picture you can see one scavenger. Actually this is vulture. This is an endangered bird. They are going to extinct because while they are eating any pet animal which get die because of any disease. So while we are giving them medicines, some type of painkiller medicines, so when these animals get die after eating that type of medicines, painkiller or something else, and when these birds are eating this type of dead animals, so that medicine is reaching in their body and that medicine is very harmful for them. That is why they are becoming now endangered. So the animals who are eating only plants are belongs to herbivore animal. They are called herbivores. The animals who are completely depend on other animals are called carnivorous. They are having canine teeth. Carnivores are having canine teeth to tear flesh. Herbivores are having incisor teeth to cut the grassy type of things. Third is the animals and birds who are eating both plants as well as animals. So they are called omnivorous. Last one is scavengers who are depending on dead animals. Next thing is children, food chain and food web. What do you mean by food chain? A sequence of living things in which one organism is the food for the other animal or organism. This is called food chain. Here in the picture you can see the grasses. The first producer, this is called producer, who are preparing food by themselves. So these producer means plants are eaten by the grasshopper. And grasshopper and all those animals whose are just like this cow, goat, these are belongs to primary consumer because first of all whatever food is present on the earth in the form of plant eaten by them only. That is why they are called primary consumers. So grasshopper and cow, buffalo, goat, these are belongs to primary consumer. And these grasshoppers are eaten by the another animal which is frog. So this belongs to secondary consumer. Then frog is eaten by the snakes and snakes are eaten by the eagle. So this type of chain is called only food chain. There you can see a chain of food. One food is eaten by another, and another one is eaten by the third one. Third animal is eaten by the snake, and this snake is eaten by the eagle. It means here one chain you can see, and that is why it is belongs to food, so that we can call this food chain. Next is sunlight is the main source of energy. This we know nicely, which is utilized by the plants, and plants transfer this energy to the herbivorous and carnivorous and the omnivorous and to the decomposers, which are the end of the food chain. Decomposers kahan hai? There is no decomposer after this eagle in this food chain. So where we can found decomposers? Children, after this food chain, when this eagle will die, or whenever these animals are getting die, so they are dead and decaying animals are decomposed by the decomposers, means microorganism. So while microorganisms are decomposing any type of dead animals or dead plants, so all the mineral is reaching inside the mixing with the soil, and gases are mixed with the air, and water which is coming out from their body, that is also mixed in the soil. In this way, all the material which is present on the earth is reaching to their previous places, means they will reach in the soil or in the air. So in this way, decomposers are the end point of the food chain. Next is many living things are eating more than one type of substances. That is why the food chains become linked to each other, and they are making a complex network which is called food web. Here you can see in this food chain different animals and birds. Children, all the animals and all the plants and all the living being plays an important role in this nature and in this food chain. If a single chain will break from the nature, there will be big imbalance in the nature. Here you can see that one animal is depending on the another for the food, and in this way they are linked to each other. Plant is the producer which is eaten by these primary animals, primary consumers. And you can see here this goat is eaten by the jackal also and the lion also. Here you can see rabbit who are eating plants, and rabbit is eaten by the jackal also. Cat also, sometimes they are eaten, here it is not showing, but sometimes they are eaten by the big snakes also. If rats are or mouses are eating the plant parts, so mouse is eating by the cat also, owl also, snake also. In this way you can see that one is depending on the other for food. So a lot of food chains are linked here with each other. That is why it is called now food web. So the chapter is over. I think you can understand all these things. Please read and try to understand more nicely. Thank you.